and Jubal's second date update.
Sometimes the best way to get a girl's attention is to just elbow her real hard.
No.
So, just like if
Don't
a girl's
do
not
that.
giving you the attention, you need to just shoulder check her a little bit.
Oh my God.
Let her know that you're in the building.
No.
And then you're sure to strike up a conversation or get assault charges. It could go either way. And that's how Mark got the girl's attention that he wants to call today.
Oh, no.
Her name is Rebecca, and apparently that's Mark's thing. He'll walk up next to a girl and just throw a shoulder on her real hard. And then he starts up a conversation. Is that how it works, Mark?
Yeah, I guess so.
What are you talking about? That's how it works. I thought he was being sarcastic.
I think he still is, Brooke.
Yeah, I am being a little sarcastic. His email said that he bumped into her real hard to try to get her attention. So
On purpose?
tell us how that happened, Mark.
Well, not real hard. So anyway, yes, Rebecca, I met her at a club. She's absolutely stunning. I noticed her right when she walked in, and so I was immediately started figuring out ways of trying to talk to her. So I ended up going over to her and kind of dancing near her and purposely bumping into her, asking her, I was like, why'd you bump into me? She was like, hey, you bumped into me. And so,
That's actually pretty smooth,
Oh,
isn't it?
nice.
yeah, I didn't think it was too offensive. So
See, I was picturing it totally different. I was picturing like you guys were playing hockey and she had a drink in her hand and you just slammed her up against the wall and the drink went everywhere.
You're like, yeah.
So obviously it worked out for you since you got a date with her.
yeah, like I said, man, she was absolutely stunning. Slightly out of my league, but, it worked. We chatted up at the club the rest of the night. I asked her for her number and if she would want to go out sometime. She gave it to me. Gotta be honest, I was worried that she was going to give me the loser line.
Yeah,
The
the
loser line.
segment that we do on 710 and 910 on Monday mornings, the loser line phone number. But we didn't hear your voicemail on that, so obviously it was her real number. That's nice.
Good.
Yeah, it really was. And so we set it up and it was great, man. I was excited.
Did you put a lot of thought into what you guys were going to do on your date?
I actually just kind of wanted to keep it casual. Just kind of started off with dinner and just kind of see where it led from there.
Okay.
And how did it lead? Was it good?
Well, when I first pulled up to her house and when I walked up to the door, she had actually opened the door before I even knocked.
Like
So
she
I
was looking out the people and expected you and was just...
Well, if he said he was going to be there at a certain time, why wouldn't she expect
Yeah,
him?
I mean, I do that if somebody's coming over to my house. I'll look out the window to see if they're there, but I never open the door before they're there. I act like I just wait
Act
for the
like
knock
you
and be
were-
like, oh,
We're
there you are.
desperately
It's kind of
waiting.
weird to just be like, I was sitting right here next to the door and open it up.
No, it was just, for me, it was a wonderful surprise. I mean, that got me pretty excited that it seemed like she was that excited.
Yeah, totally. It's a great sign.
Think
I,
so.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Then I gave her a hug and said we should get out of here. I made some dinner reservations. And I go to my car and turn around and realize she just was still standing there in the doorway.
What?
She just stood there in the door.
Yeah, didn't move.
Weird.
Maybe she was stunned by your good looks. What was she doing in the doorway?
I don't know what she was doing in there. I mean, I didn't know if, the club light hit me right that night and daylight it wasn't so good or I don't know.
So she seemed stunned.
Yeah, I don't know. She just kind of stared at me with this weird look and I stared back and just kind of said we should go. And I don't know, she kind of snapped into it and got in the car.
Maybe she was expecting you to carry her to the car. Be a gentleman. You ever think about that?
What every woman wants.
Man, she was that hot enough that I would have done it if she asked.
Give her a piggyback ride to your car door.
Nice.
Was that the
Oh,
only
yeah.
strange thing that happened on your date?
Yeah, sort of. Dinner was good. Conversation was relatively smooth. I kind of was offended that she actually had set up something for after our date,
Oh.
which I thought was kind of weird, not knowing that the date was ending after dinner. I didn't know if she was lying or just making excuses at that point.
Yeah, I was going to say, did she not tell you about that beforehand?
No, she didn't.
I will say, even if she wasn't lying, a lot of times going into a date, a girl will set something up just in case as her out. Or as a way to stop herself from going home with you that night. I don't know.
Thanks for trying to be
That could
nice
be.
to him. That
I'm
doesn't.
trying to be nice. That happens. It really does.
So how did everything end then after she said she had plans?
She actually had me drop her off a few blocks away. It was on a different street corner, and
What?
yeah, it was. And as she was getting out, I just was like, can I call you again? And she just yelled, sure.
And have you called her?
Sure.
I wouldn't be calling you guys if I didn't.
And how many times have you tried to call her?
Probably more than I should have, but I mean, I definitely want to let her know I want to go out again, and if, I did do something wrong, I don't know, I definitely want to know and see if I can fix it or,
If it turns out she's just not attracted to you, are you going to have hurt feelings?
No, that's fine. That's, people's preference. It's, that's what it is.
Yeah, and you said she was out of your league anyway, so you should already know that might happen. So you dropped her off on the street corner.
Slightly.
You dropped her off on the street corner, and that's the last you've seen or heard from her.
Yeah, so, I mean...
That's so
Alien
weird.
abduction ever cross your mind?
Oh,
Come on, dude.
it's a good
Dude, it happens so
possibility.
much. It happens. There's
True.
TV shows about it. It happens all the time.
I really don't think she was abducted by aliens.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update then, all right?
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and Mark is on the phone with us. Mark went out on a date with a girl named Rebecca. After the date, she said she had plans, and he dropped her off on a street corner a few blocks away, and she disappeared, and he hasn't heard from her since. Now, Mark just thinks she's not calling him back, but experts say that she was abducted by aliens. And that expert would be me. I'm almost positive that when we dial her phone number to try to get her on the phone to find out what went wrong on the date, nobody will answer because she's currently in space being examined by aliens. Mark, on the other hand, does not agree with me. But Mark, we're going to call the number either way and see who's right. I hope you're ready to be wrong, buddy.
I don't know. I guess I did see a strange light that night out my window after
Yeah,
dropping her off.
there you go.
Starting to put it all together.
You're slowly changing my mind.
Did it feel really weird to drop a girl off after dinner on a dark street corner and her, want that to happen?
It wasn't a dark street corner. It was a well-lit street that she was meeting her friends. I just really wanted the date to keep going. I didn't want it to end.
Sure, meeting her friends from a far-off galaxy who would beam her up into space, never to be heard from again. All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out what went wrong on her date, okay?
Awesome.
Hello?
Hi, is Rebecca there?
Yeah, this is her.
Rebecca, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
I'm calling because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and he emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone. His name is Mark,
Oh.
and you met Mark out at a club, and then you guys went to dinner, and ever since your date, you haven't responded to any of his phone calls or text messages, so he emailed us and was like, can you guys see if you can call her and find out what went wrong?
This is really bizarre.
He told us how you guys went out, and then you said you had to meet up with some friends. Was the friends thing an excuse to get out of the date?
I mean, he was, he was nice.
You still haven't answered my question, Rebecca. Did you make up the fact that you were meeting up with your friends later as an excuse to get out of your date with him?
I mean,
I'm going to take that as a yes.
Yeah, just take that.
Move on.
So why'd you do that? What was so bad about the date?
for me, I'm more like old-fashioned when it comes to dating and stuff, and I definitely believe that a gentleman should act a certain way, and I kind of feel like he fell short of my expectations.
Do you mean, was he not opening doors? And
I mean, when we first met up, when he came to my house to pick me up, you know, I was waiting for him at the door, and I just felt like, you know, he came to greet me, and that was fine, and he gave me a hug, and then I was kind of just waiting, you know, for him to kind of set the tone of the date, especially with the first impression, and he just didn't really do it right.
What did you want him to do? to do. I mean, a hug sounds pretty good to me. I don't know.
I just think like when a gentleman comes to pick up a lady, you know, he should bring her like a little token of his appreciation, like flowers or maybe a stuffed animal or something. It doesn't have to be anything, you know, expensive, but just something to say hi and, you know, I appreciate you taking the time to go out with me tonight.
So he didn't bring you essentially a gift, and that upset you.
Yeah.
Wait, do most men, okay, hold on. Do most men bring you a gift when you go out on a first date? Because I've never encountered it.
I mean, not every time, but I mean, the ones that don't bring me a gift don't really see me ever again. And the ones that do, I, you know, am willing to take the next step or maybe a second date. And I know a lot of people will call me old-fashioned. I feel like you kind of feel that way, and maybe I am, and, you know, maybe you're not. People just do things differently and have different, you know, standards and stuff.
Okay, so how was everything else? How was everything else on the date other than the fact that he did not bring you a gift?
He seemed genuinely nice, and it did start off a little sour, and when it kind of starts off that way, it's hard to really get like the butterflies going and stuff like that.
He said when he picked you up that there was a moment where you just stood at the door.
Well, I just thought that he was going out to get the gift after he came up empty-handed at first. Like, I thought he was picking up on what was happening.
He's like,
Okay.
I'll wait here.
So you assumed that he was going back to his car to grab you, whatever it was.
Yeah, like I thought he had forgotten it in his car.
So you knew in that moment when you were at the door and he had nothing for you that you would never go out on a date with him again.
I didn't know at that moment. I thought maybe somewhere down the line there would be like a surprise or maybe a gift waiting like on the seat in the car or at the restaurant or something like that. But yeah, then when I realized, it kind of just fizzled out for me.
So he took you out the whole time and no gift.
What a jerk.
Right, no gift.
Man. You know what? I think he should realize that he needs to be more of a gentleman, and we should tell him that.
Go for it.
Well, but how about you tell him? Because he's actually on the line listening right now.
Hi, Rebecca.
Oh my God. I didn't know you were there.
Yeah. Listen, Rebecca, I'm really sorry. I had no clue what your expectation was for our date. You know.
I mean, I don't think it's too much of an expectation for a girl to feel like excited and appreciated the first time she goes out. And, you know, it just didn't really live up to what I thought you were going to be when you showed up without like a gift or something. I mean, I don't have time to teach a guy how to be romantic.
You're right.
What?
I completely agree with you. I don't know. I don't know where my head was. I definitely should have, you know, brought something.
What
Are you serious right now, Mark?
Dude?
Thank you, Mark. I do appreciate you saying that.
No,
Yeah,
wait.
no. I mean, people have their ways, and she's absolutely beautiful, and she knows it, and she deserves to be treated from the very beginning just like that.
You know, she's like putting like all the emphasis on material things, right?
I wouldn't say like material things. I mean, I don't care. He could have read me a poem at my door, and that would have been something. It doesn't have to be something that costs money. You know what I mean? Just a gesture.
You actually want a man to stop and read you poetry when he picks you up.
She's old-fashioned, Brooke.
That's just awkward.
I mean, what's awkward about a guy who is trying to actually woo a girl and, you know, be old-fashioned and be romantic? If you don't like romance, I mean, that's on you, but I would like to feel something when I meet someone.
Yeah, sometimes you want a guy to show up and read you a sonnet. It's like a Shakespeare type experience.
But like I said, it could have been anything. I mean, I'm not expecting diamonds. It's just the thought that goes into something like that, and a guy who knows how to treat a woman.
Listen, I totally understand what you're saying. I definitely should have been way more of a gentleman and much more attentive to your needs. You know.
Oh my God.
You are kissing
So,
her ass.
I'm really sorry I didn't get you a gift.
Hey, Rebecca, if you think about it right now, this is sort of a gift.
Yeah.
Right? He went through all this effort to try to get a second date with you. Would you like to go on a second date with him? We will pay for it.
And Rebecca, I promise I will get you 2 gifts. One to make up for the last time, and one for this time.
You hear that, Rebecca? this could work out in your favor.
Oh my God.
2 gifts.
I mean, I really appreciate the effort, and if you are willing to do that, I'd give you a second chance, even though I really shouldn't.
Oh my God.
A real man would just know, but you have gone through all these great lengths, and I'd say okay.
Oh my God.
I promise you won't be disappointed.
There you go. Rebecca, you should know. A real man should already know, but sometimes a lady needs to teach a man how to act. And so maybe Mark just learned right now how to treat you.
I think we've made progress here today.
Wow.
So I will pay for a second date for you guys, but Mark, you get the gifts yourself, okay?
That's awesome. Yeah.
All right, so that's a yes from both of you. You guys will go out again?
So weird.
Yes.
This is like the one time I don't like that they're dating.
Oh my God, and he's gonna be like opening gifts on their date. Like,
Congratulations, you two.
Yep, thank you.
I feel like this is the start of something really good.
oh yeah.
Oh, sure.
And by start of something good, I mean the start of Mark being bankrupt.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says it's not called being materialistic, it's called old-fashioned. Yay. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Rebecca wasn't calling this dude Mark back because she said he didn't meet her old-fashioned standards. And by that, she means he failed to show up to the date with a gift for her.
Yeah.
She said he wasn't a real gentleman because a real gentleman would know to bring her a token before the date.
She's on Tinder for the stuff, you guys,
Yep.
not for the
Right.
guys.
And believe it or not, Mark actually agreed
And
that he was
apologized.
wrong and even apologized for it and offered to bring her 2 gifts if she would go out on another date with him. And surprisingly, or not surprisingly at all, she took him up on the offer and said yes to a second date. Because, you're getting double the free stuff. Why not?
Yeah.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
It's crazy to me how many people have actually been ditched in the middle of a date at a restaurant.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my God. As a former server, I've seen it, and it's awkward for everyone involved. Even us.
Oh, yeah. Over the years, we've talked with a lot of them. People wondering, what did I do wrong?
Right.
Was it that my hair was messed up? Did my breath stink? Just because I pulled it out doesn't mean they need to run away.
Okay. That I don't.
No, Jeffrey.
I don't think you're talking about your spoon, are you?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
And usually when we talk to those people, the person who needs our help is the ditchee,
Yeah.
not the
Yes.
ditcher.
Of course.
But today, it's a little bit different. That's who's on the phone with us for a second date update.
The person that walked out is on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
What?
Who?
Her name is Jocelyn, and Jocelyn, you're basically admitting that you're a total backstabbing ditch.
Well, I'm not admitting that. I'm admitting that I ditched someone, but I'll tell you why.
Yeah, you got a hard hill to climb up right now,
Okay.
Jocelyn. I'm going to tell you that there's a lot of people who are already judging.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
tell us the name of the guy you were being a ditch to.
Stop calling her that.
She was a ditch.
I know she was a ditcher, but don't say it.
Who
okay?
did you leave at the restaurant, Jocelyn?
Thank you, Brooke.
Well, the guy's name is Grant, and I met him through a friend of a friend.
Oh,
Okay.
retro.
Yeah.
Retro.
I mean, but that's even worse because that gets dicey, right? Friend of a friend. So if you ditch someone on a date and they're a friend of a friend, did you also ruin friendships? Like, there's a lot on the line for you right now, Jocelyn.
Well, it hasn't gone that far yet. This only happened a couple days ago, so we'll see.
All right, so tell us about your date. What happened?
Well, when we met, we were writing back and forth, and then he asked me to dinner,
Okay.
and I really didn't know him very well. I just thought, he's kind of pre-screened because we know people in common, and
Right.
and we were having a good time. Like, I didn't know whether we would have anything to talk about, but it turns out that we're both runners, and
Yeah, you ran right out of that restaurant.
That's what it is. She was proving into how fast she was.
Sorry, I got to hit my
cute.
step limit.
Yeah.
So sorry, keep going. What else happened?
Okay, well, yeah, we bonded over that and how much we like it.
Yeah.
And so then Grant said that he has to use the bathroom.
Okay. And up until this point, you're thinking, oh, wow, this is going great.
Yes, but let me tell you what happened when he said he had to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
It was weird because from where I was sitting, I could see him talking to someone in the doorway of the bathroom, but I couldn't see who it was that he was talking to.
Okay. So he's talking to another person over by the bathroom.
Yeah, which was kind of weird because I didn't think we knew anybody there. But anyway, then when he came back to the table, he was different. He was like all sweaty and nervous. And I tried to start up the conversation again, but he was so distracted, and then he had to go use the bathroom again.
Okay.
That was like a drug deal?
I mean, my first thought is actually he has like some sort of bowel issue, but
Yeah, or food poisoning something.
No, you were right when you said the drug deal, I think, because then he was talking to another person again. I mean, they passed something back and forth to each other, and I thought, forget this. Is he using our date to cover up a drug deal?
Oh my God.
I was kidding. That's terrible.
You're being serious?
You see why I walked out? Because I've had issues in the past. My ex was a drug addict. I don't need to get involved with any of that.
So wait, he's at the bathroom and you see him pass something to somebody else, and that's when you're just like, screw it, and left?
Right. It just gave me a really bad feeling. I don't want any part of that. And I just thought, that's just not normal. And I just went outside and ducked into a nearby store.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know much about how drug deals work, but I do know a lot about what happens inside restaurant bathrooms. So this checks out. This definitely checks out, Jocelyn. I think for sure he was doing drugs.
Don't ask him.
Either doing it or selling it or whatever. And I saw him out there looking for me. And I just stayed hidden until I saw him leave. And, he's been texting me a lot. Am I okay? And what happened? And honestly, I don't know what to tell him.
Well, I mean, we're all assuming it's a drug deal, but I don't know, maybe his special seasoning that he wanted to put on his...
Yo, you got that, Mrs. Dash? Let's go. We gotta hurry on a date.
There could be another plausible thing. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's what I thought too, that there could be some other explanation. It's just, if you guys could have seen what I saw, when he came back, he was like a different person. He was like shaky and sweating, and it was really weird.
See, that's what's weird.
Well, he may have just been nervous for being on a great date with you.
But how are you not nervous off the get-go? You
Right.
get more nervous through the date? It's normally opposite.
Exactly.
I mean, there's a lot of signs that are pointing against him right now.
Yes.
Are you wanting to hear him out? You wanting to accuse him? What is our plan of attack here?
Hey, crackhead!
Well, I really want you guys to help me figure out what to do. Like, should I hear him out? Should I never talk to him again? Should I ask him straight up, what happened? Why were you acting like that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we're going to have to talk to him again if we want to continue with the second date update. So
Yeah.
If it's not the drug deal, would you consider giving him another shot?
I think I might, but I don't know what explanation it's going to be. I mean, you never know, so I'm open to the possibility.
All right. Well,
Okay.
we're going to play a song, give this guy a call, and then get your second date update, okay?
Thanks, you guys.
All right, hold on.
All she wanna do is party all night. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, we've got Jocelyn on the phone. And Jocelyn walked out on her date, Grant, halfway through dinner because she's pretty sure she may have seen him possibly buying drugs over by the restaurant bathrooms. And if I've learned anything from the DARE program, it's that drugs are bad?
Bad.
That DARE program didn't
Sorry,
work.
I wasn't.
It really
they may have
didn't.
changed it since I was
Yeah,
in it for however long ago that was. But anyway, Jocelyn ditched him after that. She hasn't responded to any of his calls or texts yet. Instead, she wants us to reach out to him and figure out what was really happening that night. So, Jocelyn, are you ready to do this?
Yes, I'm ready.
And, he could have been selling drugs, too. Could have been the other way around. Maybe he would have paid for your dinner,
Hey, then
Jocelyn.
he's a
You just didn't get him a
businessman.
chance to do it.
I don't think that's better, just so you know.
Okay. I mean, I think this will be good because you'll be able to hear him talking to us and you'll be able to tell if he's lying or not.
Unless he's on drugs.
Yeah.
True.
People on drugs are usually not very smart, Jeffrey.
You would know.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So we're going to call Grant here in a second. Are you ready, Jocelyn?
I'm ready. I'm up for hearing him out.
Okay. I'm going to dial the phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Grant, please?
this is Grant.
Took you a while to remember that. Hey, Grant. My name's Young Jeffrey. I work for a radio station called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi. Why are you calling?
We're hoping you could sell us something.
No.
Information.
Yeah, we need to know something.
Yes.
Sure.
Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, Grant. We're doing something called the second date update. Have you ever heard about that before?
I mean, yeah, maybe.
That's Solid. We'll take it.
Well,
Better than most people.
just as a reminder, in case you haven't heard it, it's where if you go out with someone and then afterwards you can't get a hold of them, we'll call and try and figure out why.
All right.
This one's kind of different, though.
Yeah. The weird thing is, in this scenario, you are actually reaching out to the person. So it's a little bit backwards.
Okay.
Yeah, the person...
Am I not being clear?
No, the person who ditched you, Grant, contacted us. They haven't been contacting you.
Right.
As
Yeah.
you can tell, this is confusing.
Okay.
A little bit.
Let's just get
The whole
into
point is, do you know what we're talking about?
Do we know what
I
we're
don't know what I'm talking
it.
about.
He's like, am I high?
I think I know what you're talking about. Is it Jocelyn?
Yes!
See?
We did it!
We got there.
You get me, Grant.
I probably would have gotten there a lot quicker if you just said her name at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
You would think.
The thing is, Jocelyn wanted us to reach out to you because we want to know what happened from your perspective on that date.
Yeah, I've been trying to call her to ask her about it, but did she tell you why she left?
She kind of hinted at it, but it would. I think it would really help us if we got your perspective on what happened first.
Okay. She was really nice and like really pretty, and I thought it was going well. Like we talked about travel and runners. We both run, which I thought it was going really well. And I came back from the bathroom, and then she was gone.
But she said that you went to the bathroom twice.
Sure.
She mentioned that you did look kind of nervous and sweaty after you would make a trip to the restroom.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
I mean, in her words, you came back and you were a totally different person. After you went to the bathroom, you came back, you were nervous. It was weird.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You try to do something good for someone, and it just blows up in your face.
What? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I wish I could have talked to her a few days ago. I mean, it didn't have to reach this level. Like, this is a little ridiculous.
Okay, well, look, you don't have to tell us what the situation is. Maybe you wouldn't mind just telling Jocelyn.
That's what I've been trying to do, but she doesn't want to talk to me.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're actually going to have an opportunity to talk to her right now because she's been on the phone listening this whole time.
What? Are
Yeah.
you kidding?
Surprise.
No, she's there. Jocelyn?
Grant, this is Jocelyn.
Oh, my God.
Right?
Why haven't you been returning my calls? I've been calling you endlessly.
I thought that something shady was going on.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't know what you were doing, and, I have a history with an ex who was into drugs, and I thought maybe something like that was going on, and it just freaked me out.
All right. I mean, if you had answered your phone, I could have explained this just like it could have been between us, and there couldn't be, like a radio station involved. Like this.
Wait, was it drugs?
No, it wasn't drugs. Oh my God.
Then what happened?
What was it?
Look, okay, our friend that set us up mentioned that it was your birthday, and I was like talking to the waiter. They were going to come and they were going to give you a cake, and I had to go in the back because they didn't have candles, and so I had to tip him to go get the candles, and
Oh my
they were going to
God.
was going to do something nice for your birthday. It was going to be like a whole cake and candles, and they were going to sing, and it was going to be great, and you left.
That's why you were
Oh my
nervous.
God.
You were paying a waiter to give her a birthday cake.
And give her candles for the cake.
No, they didn't have candles. Like they had to go out and get them.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh
birthday
my
candles, they were
God.
out.
I feel awful. I had no idea.
Wait, Jocelyn, do you believe him? Like a baggie of candles?
Who said a baggie was involved?
I don't
bro?
know. That's just what I visioned.
I do believe him. I feel terrible. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. It's
And
because of what
now
I've
here it
been
is.
through in the past, I guess. It just triggered something, and I got really scared. I hope you can forgive me.
I don't know. I'm a little frustrated, to be honest.
Dude, I don't blame
You have a right to be. I hope maybe you can understand that I really thought there was something shady because I don't know you very well. And that's so sweet that you were trying to do that for me. That was really sweet.
I mean, just like the level of conclusions that you jumped to.
Yeah, why would you jump straight to drugs, Jocelyn?
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, we didn't at all.
Like I said, I've been through that in the past, and I really thought that that's what was happening.
I still kind of think it was what was happening. I don't know. Am I the
No.
only cynic over here? Are you sure, Grant?
I
Yes.
used to be a server. People would have to bring in their own candles and flowers.
Exactly. Like, I probably could have prepared better going into it,
Yeah.
but the restaurant's supposed to have candles. Am I wrong?
Not all of them. It depends.
I guess.
I mean...
All right. What color candles were they?
Brooke!
I just want to make sure he's telling the
Brooke
truth.
does not buy it.
Red.
Reasonable.
So,
That's the color, Brooke?
so Jocelyn, you believe him. You really believe that it was...
I do. I really believe. I'm glad I'm hearing this now. I feel really bad.
All right, well, in that case, if this is really what happened, we would like to send you guys out on a second date. If you'll both agree to go out again, we'll pay for it. We're not going to pay for candles for another cake, but...
Or drugs.
Or drugs.
Yeah.
We're not going to pay for either of those things, but we will pay for a dinner.
I definitely would like to, and I hope you will too, Grant. I hope we can just start this over again.
I don't know. I'll have to think about it. This is kind of a lot right now.
Ooh.
Okay. Wow.
I understand. I hope that you'll decide to go out. I mean, I usually communicate much better than that. I just was really freaked out.
I mean, seriously, Grant, you accuse a guy one time of being a drug dealer, and then suddenly he doesn't want to go out with you again. I don't really get it.
All right, well, whatever you guys decide to do, will you guys keep us updated on if you guys will go out again or not?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated, I guess.
Good luck.
Such enthusiasm.
No, you're very nice. I like you. I'm very sorry. I hope we can get together again.
I don't want you to call the feds if I have to go take a leak. You know what I mean?
That would be amazing.
Goal number 2, CIA.
All right, Jocelyn. Well, sorry we couldn't get you a second date. And I guess happy birthday?
Yeah. Question mark?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A good rule whenever you're upset about something and you're about to send a message, either a text message or an email to that person, is to count to 10 before you send it.
That comes from you.
And then read it again, and then add even more F words and more insults. Make sure that you've gotten the insults in there that need to be in there. You know what I mean? Make it even more aggressive. That's what I'm saying.
Because if you under-aggress, that's not good.
Yeah, no, you got to make sure that you get as many F words as possible in that hate message that you're sending to that person. No, you actually need to think about it before you send messages, and that's kind of what happened to Amanda, who's on the phone with us today. She wants to do a second date update, and she said some things to her date that she regrets. We'll talk about that in just a second, but first, Amanda, it said that you met the guy that you want us to call today online. How long did you guys talk before you actually went out?
We were talking for like a couple of weeks. We started out with emails, and then we were talking on the phone.
I'm always curious about that when it comes to online dating, how long you go back and forth before you actually set up a date.
Yeah, this time it was a couple of weeks. At a certain point, we were like talking every night before we went to bed, all the time, and I felt like I really got to know him pretty well.
That's the interesting part to me, because I feel like if you talk a bunch before you go out, you feel like you already are kind of in a relationship with that person before you even go out on a first date.
I don't know. It just felt like we were getting close. We were getting to know each other.
That's good, though.
Yeah, and when you met him for the first time, I mean, were you nervous leading up to this date since you guys were so connected already? You had a lot riding on it?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. It was so great on the phone. I was, worried that it wasn't going to be that way in person, and it was. It was really good.
All right. So tell us a little bit about what you guys did when you agreed to go out.
We just went to a movie and then went for pizza. I mean, it was just really just basic date stuff.
Okay.
But,
That's cute.
And at the end of the night, I was pretty sure. I was like, oh, we'll have just this great kiss at the end of the night. But something more sort of happened.
Mm-hmm. That great kiss turned into...
Yeah, I spent the night.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
Nice job, Amanda.
Yeah.
And your email included that, but it also said that you think he's probably not calling you back because you sort of freaked out on him?
Okay, well, so the next day I left his place, and I told him to text me, and he was like, yeah, I'll text you. And everything was so great that I thought he would, but then I didn't hear from him. And so I kind of freaked out, and I sent a couple of angry texts.
How angry of text are we talking?
I don't know. It was stuff I really kind of regret. It was just angry. It was stuff I shouldn't have said.
What did you say?
You got an example of what you said?
No, I mean, it was just I was kind of overreacting the fact that he hadn't called me back. And I don't know, he said that he had misplaced his phone, and that's why. And then I was like, oh, no. And I tried calling him to try to fix it, and he wouldn't pick up. And so that's why I'm calling you. I just want a second chance. I really blew it.
Is your hope to get him on the phone now because he's not answering your phone calls because you freaked out on him via text message, hoping to maybe he'll answer our number and then you can apologize?
Yeah, I just was he hadn't texted at all. And so it was just, Yeah.
That's
How much-
embarrassing.
Yeah.
And
I
how
would-
much damage control? I mean, are you calling him an effing a-hole, or are you getting even more specific? Since
I don't know. It was pretty bad. So. but I'm not that. I'm not that way. And I want to apologize. Like, everything was so great that I just feel like he should give me a second chance, and I want to apologize. And it was just so dumb. Like,
That's embarrassing when you do something like that and then somebody has a legitimate reason that they weren't calling you back or they were just taking a little too long. It's like, how dare you not talk to me all day? It's like, I got in a car accident.
Or my family member is dying.
My bad. All right, well, we're going to play a song, come back, call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Amanda is on the phone with us. She wants to do a second date update with a guy named David. They met online, ended up hooking up on the night of their first date. He didn't text her back for a few days, so she got a little angry and started texting him some things that she regrets. She said she was very rude to him, and then he finally texted her back going like, I just misplaced my phone for a couple days. And he hasn't talked to her since, so she's hoping to get him on the phone, apologize, and see if he'll go out on another date with her. Amanda, I think that maybe you got to think about some other options here, okay?
Okay. I mean, that's why I called.
I don't think sorry is just enough. I think maybe you need to think about some excuses you could use. Like, when you get him on the phone, just go, oh, my friend took my phone. Sorry about that. I had no idea.
She's
Or you're like,
overprotective, yeah.
Hey, in my family, hole is a term of endearment. Like, we say it around the dinner table all the time. Yeah. You ever think about something like that, Amanda?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Cool. Okay, well, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get David on the phone, and you can make your apology and try to get a second date, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to David, please?
Speaking.
Hey, David, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. You ever check out the show?
Yeah, I've heard it a few times. I just kind of confused of why you guys are calling me right now.
Because somebody emailed us about you, David.
About me?
Yep. Somebody that you recently went out on a date with. Her name is Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah. You probably remember who Amanda is because after your date, she ended up sending you some pretty mean text messages. And then, like, you texted her back that you had lost your phone or something.
Yeah.
Well, she feels really bad about that and wanted us to call you today to see if that's why you're not calling her back.
Man, I had lost my phone for a few days, so I wasn't able to contact her. And I get my phone back, and I get, like, just a slew of just mean text messages. And that kind of turned me off.
Yeah, I could understand that. Yeah. How mean were they?
Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to say them on the radio. They're pretty messed up.
Really?
Really?
Can you give us like a PG-13 version of what was on your phone?
We're taping this right now, too, so you can say it and we'll just beep it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I think it'd be really embarrassing to her, so I don't want to kind of put her in that position.
Yeah, but think about this, David. She's the one that emailed us to call you. She's already putting her business out there on the radio. And I really want to know what she texted you because she wouldn't even really tell us. She just said it was bad. That was her quote.
Yeah, they were really bad.
Was it like the worst thing a woman has ever said to you bad?
I would go ahead and say yeah.
Wow.
Come on, David. Just give me one thing that she said.
Fine. 1 second.
Oh, was he getting the text message?
Yeah,
no, I like it. Read it word for word. That's good. I don't want it
Saved him
to
on
get...
there, yeah.
Okay, I've got one.
Okay.
I've got one right here.
You actually saved him, David?
Yeah.
I would. They might be evidence in a court of law someday. You never know.
Of course, I had to save these. They were crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I guess I would keep them too, just to be like, oh, man. So read one of them to us.
Okay, I got one right here. This one says, I'm sick of guys using me and throwing me away like a piece of trash.
Oh. ...
You're an ass.
All right.
Wow.
Here's another one.
Okay.
Just so you know, you're the worst lay I've ever had.
She actually insulted how you were in bed.
Yeah, this is all really up. I mean,
But couldn't you understand? She didn't know you'd lost her phone. She was feeling vulnerable.
yeah, vulnerable is one thing, but for her to send me these texts saying that I'm an ass, that I treated her like trash, and I'm terrible in bed,
Yeah.
that's not vulnerable. That's just crazy.
How many text messages? How many text messages total did you get from her in those 2 days?
Definitely more than 10.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh! In
All
2
right.
days?
It is understandable, David, why you didn't want to call her back and go out on another date with her.
I haven't even read the worst one yet to you.
Well, since we're putting it all out there, I think it's time to hear that one.
This one is the icing on the cake. Why don't you do the world a favor and chop off your own?
Come on!
Man, she went ham. She went in on you, David.
I know. I'm saying that's completely psychotic.
Wow.
Yeah. David, what would you say back to her if you could say anything to her right now?
Please leave me the hell alone.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to let you say that to her because she's actually on the phone listening.
Are you kidding me?
I'm here. I'm right here. I feel really bad. I feel that. Wow. I'm really sorry.
What the?
Yeah, just hearing those back, that's really out of line. For me, it's so out of character for me, and I'm just
Over chat messages are the same kind of.
Well, I'm just really sorry about it. I don't know. You didn't call me back, and I figured, what the hell, we had a really good night, and I thought it was one of those things where, we have sex, and then you're out, and you're done. And I was just pissed. That's all. It was just stupid. I shouldn't have sent those bad texts because I didn't know you lost your phone. I just felt like you kind of ditched me. That's all.
I know all of that, but you just have to understand, that was super crazy for me to get my phone back and to get all that, it kind of threw me through a whirlwind,
Yeah.
Well, you have to know it was super crazy for me. I mean, we had this great night, we had sex, and then I didn't hear from you. So that felt super crazy. And honestly, I'm saying I'm sorry here. I really am sorry. I'm saying I'm sorry. It's like, man, why you don't, go on Facebook and send me a Facebook message and say that you lost your phone? That just really sucks. And you're like, oh, I just lost my phone. Who the loses their phone? Doesn't everyone need their phone all the time?
Amanda, you're doing a bad job apologizing.
Or proving that you're out of character in those text messages.
Well, what the hell? I called you guys for help here.
Yeah.
And I said I was sorry. I said I was really apologetic. Can't you understand how this would happen? Supposing you go home with someone, you think everything's great, and they
Amanda,
call you back.
Amanda, we know. You're right. You're right. You were very upset, but I'm just saying when you're trying to apologize to him right now, but you're still kind of coming at him like you're mad.
I said I was sorry. What else do I have to do? I'm sorry. I apologize.
Amanda, do you think that maybe you're not in a good place to be sleeping with people on a first date? I mean, because that's just
it didn't feel like a first date because we've been talking on the phone for so long, and we really got to know each other, and everything was great. And you have a date, who the 3-day rule? Nobody does that anymore. Everybody calls back right away. What the?
Amanda.
Wow.
I haven't asked David if he'll go out with you again yet. You've apologized.
I apologize.
Okay. David,
sweet girl.
Amanda is saying sorry to you, and she would like to know if you'll go on a second date with her. I will pay for a second date if you'll go out with Amanda again. Will you do it?
What the do you think is so funny? What the hell? Supposing you go home with somebody and nobody calls you back. It's not funny, and you're being such a head anyway with this laughing.
You're a crazy
I'm not a crazy
So I guess you guys aren't going to go out again then, huh?
No way am I going out with that ass again.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Amanda, I appreciate your fire, though. I really do. Yeah, spirit. A lot of spirit.
I'm just tired of going out with these heads who think, oh, I lost my phone. What the
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
When you go out on a first date, you learn a lot about the other person, their likes and dislikes, what TV shows they might like, and people are very passionate about their TV. I know for me, if you disrespect New Girl, I will gut you like a fish.
Because you're just so adorable.
I will come across the table. I've actually choked someone out at a restaurant before because they disrespected New Girl. And it wasn't even the person I was out with. It was somebody 3 tables down. I heard them say they didn't like it. Anyway, that's the reason that Sherman, who's on the phone today to do a second date update, thinks that his date ditched him in the middle of their date.
What?
Because he disrespected her TV show.
Oh.
Isn't that right, Sherman?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Did she throw her drink in your face as she stormed out of the restaurant?
No, none of that. I went to the bathroom, and then I came back, and she was gone, and she left a pile of money at my seat to pay for the meal.
So you got ditched in the middle of your date. Your email said the only thing you could think of was an argument about TV. What happened before she ditched you?
I mean, we're talking about TV shows and shows we liked and stuff, and she brought up Real Housewives.
Okay.
And I kind of chuckled at that, and I kind of made fun of her for a little bit, but I was just joking.
How bad did you make fun of her?
Well, I mean, when she said I watched Real Housewives, I was like, you really watch that trash? And that's kind of, I don't think she liked it, but I was joking.
Did she laugh about that, or did she seem legitimately pissed off at you?
I feel like she was more upset than she was happy about it.
And how long after you made that comment did she ditch you in the middle of your date?
I'd say we talked for another 5-10 minutes, and then I had to go make a restroom break.
Okay, so let's back up just a little bit. Up until the TV discussion, you're saying everything was fine on your date?
Everything seemed cool, yeah. We met at the restaurant, got our appetizers. We had some small conversations, just talking about likes and dislikes and stuff. I thought it was going fine.
You'd never met this girl before. This is like a blind date or someone you met online?
Yeah, it was a blind date situation. Her friend is my neighbor, and I was just talking to my neighbor one day about how, I'm single and, ready to mingle and stuff. And then he was like, you should meet my friend. And then she seemed down to meet up, so we met up, and I thought it was going great.
Until you dropped the hammer on her about Real Housewives. So when you got back to the table and you saw a pile of cash sitting there and your date gone, what'd you do?
I just kind of sat there and just waited. I thought maybe she went to the valet or maybe she wanted to go on a smoke break or something. And probably 15 minutes in, I realized I got ditched.
So did you try to call her or text her or anything?
Yeah, I was sending her a text, just, making sure things were cool. And I was like, hey, did I offend you with the housewives thing? It was just a joke. Sent her things like that, but she just hasn't responded back.
So you've heard nothing from her other than coming back to the table, finding cash, and no date.
Yeah, cash on the seat, and she was gone.
Do you actually want to talk to a woman who would be so offended by anyone talking trash about housewives again, though?
Well, I don't think she realized I was joking about the housewives thing. I don't mind housewives. It's just, it's cool to hate. It's a fun show to hate on.
It is. It's very fun to hate on that. Easy. But do you want to call somebody who ditched you in the middle of a date because of it?
Yeah.
I mean, she was really cool. She was beautiful. She was smart. We laughed and stuff. I wouldn't mind a second date if it's at all possible.
Huh.
And I think the housewives thing was the cause, but honestly, I'm not sure. It could have been anything. So I just kind of want to get some closure on this and figure out what exactly, what did I do?
Yeah, it would be confusing if somebody left me in the middle of the day. I mean, it's never happened. But if it did happen, it would bother you a lot because you're like, what did I do that was so wrong? She couldn't even handle hanging out with me for another hour until we finished dinner.
Yeah, exactly. I want to know exactly what went wrong. And, if I can get a second date, great. But if not, I at least want to get some closure on this whole thing.
That's understandable.
It's just hard for me to believe that anyone who's a fan of Housewives doesn't understand also how ridiculous it is. I think you did something else.
I don't think I did anything else, but it's the only thing I could think of right now, like I said.
All right, well, let's find out then. We're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
All right, sounds good.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Sherman is on the phone with us. He recently went out with a girl named Sarah. While they were at dinner, he got up to use the bathroom, came back, she was gone, there was cash left behind on the table, and that's the last he's heard of her. Tried to text her, call her, and heard nothing back. I do have a question for Sherman before we get her on the phone and find out what went wrong. Sherman, let me ask you this. When you came back to the table and your date was gone, were there any ashes or burn marks anywhere around the table?
No, that's what I noticed.
Okay, because I've heard of this happening before. Sometimes people will spontaneously combust. And I'm thinking that might have happened.
Oh, my God. And the money just flew out of her pocket from the explosion.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm sure she survived.
You think she survived?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's weird.
Because you haven't heard anything from her. It's all speculation at this point. She could have combusted and turned into the money.
Oh.
I've heard of that happening, too.
I've never.
There's all kinds of things, Sherman.
That'd be a good superpower.
Yeah.
No kidding.
The only thing Sherman can think of that went wrong is they got into a little disagreement about the TV show Real Housewives. She said she watches it. He made a joke like, I can't believe you watch that trash. And she seemed legitimately offended. It was shortly after that she left, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm going to call her right now, get her on the phone, and find out what went wrong. You ready?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Sarah there?
Speaking.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show. Nice to
why
meet
are you guys calling me?
Well, because somebody emailed us about you.
Somebody emailed you about me.
Yep.
Who?
His name is Sherman.
Sherman?
Yep, and you recently went out on a date with him and then
Oh, my God.
You ditched him in the middle of your date.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about that weirdo.
What?
Wow. Can you just talk to us for a second, please? Because he's wondering why you would ditch him in the middle of the date. He thought it was because he insulted Real Housewives.
What?
Yeah, he said that you guys were talking at the dinner table, and then you made a comment of how you watched that show, and he said that show's garbage, and then it was after that you left. So that's the only thing he could think of.
Oh, my God. That's the only thing you could think of. Yeah. I left because of a TV show. That is so stupid.
I take it that's not the answer.
See, so now would you like to defend yourself and tell us why you left?
Yeah. I have a very good reason.
Okay, what happened?
So we're on the date, whatever. We're talking. It's fine. I'm trying to get over the fact that his name's Sherman. It's fine. Whatever.
I didn't even think about that being a problem.
He gets up to go to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting there, and this girl leans over next to us, and she's like, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I know this is going to sound really weird, but I know that guy, and you can't date him. And I'm like, oh, okay. And
What?
she's like, his name's Sherman. My friend dated him a few years ago, and within a couple of weeks, he slept with her mother.
What?
Whoa.
That is a huge accusation that you just got from a stranger.
I know. I'm like, okay, what do I do with this? And I was totally grossed out. I wanted to throw up, and I was like, if it was enough for this woman to interrupt our date and like pull me aside, then, she's looking out for me.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like, it kind of fit. Like, when I was looking at this guy, I'm like, yeah, he probably is a motherfucker.
Literally.
Sarah, let me ask you this. Though. Do you think that girl could have been like an ex-girlfriend who's just kind of hating on him?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought that at first, but it just her tone and everything, like, it just, why would she say that? It was all too weird, and I had to just get out of there.
Have you left in the middle of a date before?
No, I've never had this happen to me before.
I mean, it's not like the guy was dangerous or anything. He just has a crazy ex story.
It made me nauseous. Like,
Yeah.
I just pictured him like knocking boots with my mom, and I wanted to barf.
That's what I was going to say. At that point, Sarah, you got to think about your mom. It's not even about you. You got to get out of there. Otherwise,
Even your grandma.
yeah, who knows what this guy's going to be up to.
And he was weird. He was weird when I talked about how I like Housewives, and now I understand why.
All right. Hey, Sarah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I do also have to tell you that Sherman is actually listening on the other line, though.
What the
Yep. Sherm, you there?
It's not as black and white as that, It's not as simple as just, sleeping with somebody and their mom. It's not
It's not as black and white as that.
Oh my God! You slept with their mom? Like, that really happened?
There are a lot of things happening that go into this story that make this story complete.
So it's
And,
true.
you only have certain bits and pieces of it.
Okay, so it's true. Can we hear the rest of it then?
No, I mean, that's all one side of the story. It's not It's not as black and white as that, and that's the thing with that. Like, I can't just
so we need to hear that
and be known as this one thing.
Yeah, but we should hear the other side of the story then, don't you think? Don't you want to defend yourself?
I don't think you're going to hear it right now, because I feel like you're just going to turn it against me right now.
No,
You're gonna make fun of me on the radio.
I think what you did is a great
Oh
thing.
my gosh. No, you do not, Sherman. That is so gross.
I don't know what the big deal is. Like, people get into relationships all the time. They get all messy. I've been cheated on before. You know, I'm sure Sarah's been cheated on before. It happens. It's part of life. Everyone just needs to get on with their lives like I'm trying to do.
I've been cheated on before, but nobody had sex with my mom.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
That's the point.
I think someone's had sex with your mom.
Well, I know someone has. My dad has. Maybe somebody else. I've never asked her about her history that much, but I'm saying nobody's ever cheated on me with one of my parents. How did it happen, Sherman?
I don't want to talk about this. This is all in the past. Why are we bringing up past bullshit, all right? I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get a second date with a new relationship with new people.
I get it, Sherman. I get it.
Bringing back old stuff all the time.
If you're not going to comment on it, Sherman, then Sarah, would you like to comment? Aren't you curious?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a nasty perv, and it all lines up. He was wearing that icky cardigan on our date. And
That's the one thing I know. Dudes that wear cardigans, they always hump moms.
Hey, that is a red flag right there.
Yeah, he looks like Mr. Rogers. He's a pervert.
I'm not a pervert. There was no children involved in this.
Except for the daughter of the mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, adults. This isn't like children. This isn't like underage people.
Sherman.
Everything was legal. Everything was consensual. Now you're just trying to make me look bad. This is what I said. This isn't what I wanted to be happening right now.
All right, well, let me get this wrapped up for you then, Sherman. Sarah, would you like to go out on a second date with Sherman? We'll pay for it.
Are you f***ing kidding me? I'm not sleeping with some dude that slept with his girlfriend's mom.
Sherman, thanks for your time, man. I promise we're not laughing at you. We just want to know how it happened. That's all.
Jubal, ask me again. Your mom.
And if you tell me how you did that girl's mom, I will let you my mom. That's how bad I want to know.
What is wrong with you?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You ever go out on a date with someone and you're not sure why, but you just know that they hate you the whole time?
What? Wow, no, I haven't.
No?
I feel like that's happened to you more than once, though.
Yeah, all the time. Even in like current relationships, it's
Yeah.
weird. We're just out and I'm like, I know that you hate me and I don't understand why. Well, Vic is on the phone for a second date update today, and he was in that situation. He went out with a girl that he met on Tinder, and he says it just seems like she didn't like him very much, but he liked her, and now he wants to call and try to get a second date. What's up, Vic?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I understand why she didn't like you now. Totally makes sense.
You too, huh?
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry, man. I'm going to be on the phone with you for 3 seconds. So your email said that the girl you went out with just was cold to you the whole time?
Frigid, I think would be the word I would use.
Then why are you even calling us? Why would you want to go out with somebody that you didn't obviously connect with?
Well, I really liked her, and I just have to know if whatever I did is something that I do on dates, and if it's going to plague me, for the rest of my life.
I like how you're already blaming yourself for the whole thing. That's good.
Has this happened to you before?
Not exactly. I mean, I've dated online before, and either it goes well or it goes really poorly.
Okay.
So there's no in between.
Yeah, and this one sort of felt like an in-between. It didn't seem like we had no chemistry. It just didn't seem like she liked me.
And was it the whole date that she didn't like you, or was there a turning point?
I would say about 12 minutes in.
Took you
So the whole date.
12 minutes for her not to like you. What did you guys do on your date?
We decided to go rock climbing.
Oh, that's ambitious. I assume you guys saw that you both were into that on Tinder?
Well, she's got a lot of pictures of her doing, like really athletic stuff, like playing volleyball at the beach. And, she seemed like she probably played sports in college. And it seemed like a fun thing for us to do. I'd gone like once or twice before, and she'd never gone. And so she said it sounded like fun.
Yeah, sounds like an awesome date.
Yeah, and so we went to the place, and they've got, they set you up, they give you a harness, and, teach you how to get hooked in and what to do. And we paid for 2 hours, thinking that, we'd be good and tired.
Not knowing that 12 minutes in, she'd want it to be over.
Exactly.
And so I looked over at her at one point, and she just had this look on her face like she was doing the last thing in the world she wanted to be doing.
Did it look, I mean, from the sounds of it, it looks like she wanted to push you off the fake rock wall that you were on.
Yeah, she just didn't seem like she was having it. So I said to her, look, maybe this isn't our thing. Forget the 2 hours. Like, I know an oyster shack a few miles down the road. Let's go there, and we'll switch the date up a little bit.
See, I feel like that is good self-awareness in a date.
There you go.
How did she respond?
She was relieved, it seemed like, at first, and she said, you know what, I think that'd be a great idea. I'm not really feeling this. So we got to the oyster shack, and we ordered drinks, and this conversation would, kind of start and stop. We'd find a thread, talk for a minute or so, and then it would sort of die. And then it was kind of up to me to start the next thread of conversation. It just seemed like she had something on her mind. There was something bothering her, and I didn't know what it was. It kind of felt like that throughout the night.
That sucks.
And by night, I mean 25 minutes, because she then tells me that she has a work presentation that she'd totally forgotten about. She had to go prepare for, and I'm going like, this is weird. It's 5:30 on a Sunday, and
completely slipped my mind. I have the biggest presentation of my life tomorrow, and I don't know why I forgot. So I'm going to go handle that right now.
And theoretically, I would like to give her the benefit of the doubt, because, I mean, if she really did have a presentation the next day, then, maybe that was why she was not having fun rock climbing, maybe why she couldn't really hold a conversation together. So
that's true. She could have been preoccupied with trying to get ready for her thing and felt like she was kind of wasting time on a date at that moment.
Either that or I'm really unlikable.
That's so sad.
You seem fine.
What did you like so much about her? Because she sounds like it was kind of a painful, awkward time with her.
She was gorgeous. She has these brown eyes that could pierce into your soul. And on Tinder, her profile, she says she's into old 80s horror movies, stuff I grew up on. It seemed like we were really going to hit it off. And when she was talking with me, I mean, she seemed really cool and interesting.
Those brief moments where she would respond to your comment or something.
Maybe she just wasn't attracted to you. And it's not to say that there's probably anything wrong with you, but maybe that was just it.
But we met on Tinder. So she has 4 pictures of what I look like.
Yeah, but how accurate are they?
They're all recent pictures that taken in the last year, so it looks like me. I mean, it's what I look like.
Okay, so it was definitely your personality that she did not like. Good, we got the looks out of the way, and we know that it goes deeper than that. It goes straight down to your soul. So let's figure it out. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, all right?
All right, thank you.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Vic is on the phone, and Vic is the most likable, unlikable person I've ever met in my life. I say that because Vic went out with a girl named Jessie that he met on Tinder. They went rock climbing and then went to go get some oysters, but he says the whole time it just seemed like she hated him. And he wants to know if he's doing something on dates that makes women dislike him. Also, he says he likes her too, but more than that, he just wants to know what's unlikable about Vic. Sounds like a sitcom, Vic.
Yeah, it does.
If this doesn't work out as a second date, we could just maybe write a show. What's unlikable about Vic? What do you think?
I don't know if my ego could handle that.
Oh, no, Vic. Vic, I mean, what if she does say something super harsh about you?
Then I will know, and I can change.
Sometimes you can't change the things people don't like about you, and you just have to find somebody who does like it, okay, Vic?
Yeah, I don't know. She's really cool. I like her, and I hope she'll go out with me again.
Okay, well, let's get her on the phone and find out, first, why she seemed to have a horrible time, and second, if she'll do it all over again.
Sounds great.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Hello?
Can I speak to Jessie, please?
Hi, speaking.
Hey, Jessie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
We're a plumbing and contracting service. Just need to know if you need any work done in your neighborhood.
That'd be so amazing.
What are all those people in the background?
Hi, Jessie.
Hey, what up?
Those are all people that work at Brooke and Jubal in the morning, plumbing and contracting.
Why are we in the morning? Do we only plumb in the
We only
morning?
do it in the morning.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning is a radio show. And we're calling you today because we actually got an email from one of our listeners who wanted us to call you.
Okay.
His name is Vic.
Oh. All right.
That actually sounded kind of positive.
Okay, well, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Vic emailed us because he really liked you a lot and was hoping you guys would go out again, but since your date, you haven't talked to him.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You don't think going out with him again is going to happen?
No.
That's
what is
quick.
it? So Vic says it seems like you had a horrible time the entire time on your date. Like there was just something about him that you didn't like.
You know, it was a first date. It wasn't amazing, and it's not a big deal.
But it's a big deal to him because he liked you a lot.
Okay.
So can you tell us, like, why didn't you like him?
He said like 12 minutes into the date is when you started being cold towards him.
Oh, he gave me 12 minutes? That's funny. No, it was way before that.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You didn't even like him for 12 whole minutes,
Okay.
huh?
No.
How could he make you upset right away?
Well, for starters, he looked different than his pictures.
Really? He said all of his pictures were taken within the last year and looked just like him.
Oh, well, sure, but in his pictures, he was clean-shaven.
Okay.
Okay, so he showed up sporting a beard or something, and you don't like facial hair.
No, I'd be fine with a beard. He didn't show up with a beard.
What did he show up with?
He had a Hitler mustache.
What?
Like a fake one that you get at a costume store?
No, like a real one growing out of his face. Like he grew it on purpose.
Was it like to try to be ironic and hipster? And...
You know, I don't care if he's trying to be ironic. No one should have that.
Yeah, I agree.
Except for Michael Jordan. For some reason, Michael Jordan can wear a Hitler stash, and it's okay. He's the only person in America that can do it. But Vic...
It helps if you're a multimillionaire basketball star, though.
That's true. Vic obviously couldn't pull off the Hitler stash. He didn't tell us anything about that.
Well, maybe for him that's normal, but it just doesn't work for me.
But the thing is, okay, I can get where the mustache was a turnoff for sure, but that is something that can be easily changed.
I guess, but it just gave me this bad first impression, like I'm climbing up this rock wall and I look next to me and there's Hitler. Like...
Yeah.
No wonder you hated him.
I could see how that'd be a little disturbing.
Yeah, disturbing is a good word for it.
Did you ask him about it at all? I mean, I don't know
No,
how you asked somebody.
You know, it's a first date. I don't need to ask about it. But then it just got worse. Like,
How does it get worse than Hitler?
Yeah.
literally worse than Hitler. He kept, like, staring me down and being like, are you having a good time? Are you having fun? And I'd be like, well, I'm trying to figure out how to climb this rock wall. You know, I've never done that before. And I'm trying to figure out this difficult thing. And he's like, you're not smiling. I don't think you're having a good time. You're like, well, I'm trying to.
It's like you were actually on a date with Hitler. You will have fun.
You'll have fun. You will have more fun. You're not having enough fun. Come on, man.
So I can't believe that you left the gym and then went and got drinks with him.
I thought maybe alcohol might calm him down a little. I was wrong. I shouldn't have gone to the second location with Hitler. I'm not going to do that again.
What happened then?
Oh, just more of the same. He's staring me down. Are you having fun? You don't look like you're having fun.
Now I picture him doing it and like his bangs falling in his face and him like angrily getting him out of his face like, oh, you're having fun, just shouting at you the whole time.
That's pretty much what it felt like. It was just so weird.
Yeah.
Not to get weirder on you, Jesse, but Vic is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
So you didn't have a presentation?
No, you know what? I didn't have a presentation.
That's the first thing he
Yeah,
says.
I mean,
Jesse got out of the date by saying that she had a work presentation, and that's what you're focusing on, Vic?
Well, that was a little rude to lie to somebody. I mean, you can just tell them the truth.
No, Vic, why do you have a Hitler stash, man?
Yeah.
That's how my mustache grows. I don't have like a full mustache, so it's kind of like a more abridged.
You're trying to get sympathy because your mustache doesn't grow full? Then don't have a mustache!
I do not think it looks like a Hitler statue. I've watched hours and hours of Hitler's speeches, and I do not.
Whoa.
I hope you mean like in documentaries and not just for your own research.
Yeah, no, I was a history major in college.
Okay,
it's getting way worse.
Start with that
my
next
God.
time.
No, I mean, I've seen a lot of videos of Hitler, about Hitler, and I don't.
Whoa, why have you seen a lot of videos about Hitler? Like,
Jesse, didn't you hear me? I mean, I was a history major. I I didn't go out of my way to watch Hitler videos, but I don't look like
okay.
that. Look, I think it looks good. I get that you don't think it looks good. I guess I have to ask some people that I'm close to and get a consensus.
Look, even if you don't look like Hitler, which is fine, that's what you think, it's still really rude and strange to spend the entire date asking me if I'm having fun yet and being mad at me for not having enough fun. You know, maybe if I did like you, I would have been having fun.
I just don't understand. How is it rude to ask someone if they're having fun? I just thought that's what people do. Are you having fun? I'm having fun.
No, I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun now, and I wasn't having fun then.
Why aren't you smiling? Are you having fun? Why do you look like...
Why aren't I smiling? Because I'm not having fun. Because you keep asking me if I'm having fun. That's why.
So what can we do to make sure that you're having fun? That's why I'm asking you.
I could go do something else.
Problem solver, Vic. Hey, Jesse, would you like to see if you could have fun with Vic and go on a second date with him? We will pay for it.
You know what, Jubal? No. Please.
What?
I have heard enough. I do not want to go on another date with the Ice Queen.
Whoa! Ice Queen!
Oh, wow. I guess I won't be having any fun at all, will I?
I've yet to see you have any fun, so...
Am I done now? Do I have to keep talking to you guys? Can I hang up?
Yeah, Jesse, that's fine. You can go. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Vic?
That was intense.
That was a little rough.
Sorry you didn't get a second date, man.
No, I'm even happier that I called now.
Really? You know now.
No, you need to shave that mustache off is what you need to do, Vic.
I think you really have the wrong idea of what this mustache looks like.
No.
It's very professional. I can go out into the world. I think that if I was walking around with a mustache that looked like Hitler, one person other than the crabbiest person I've ever met.
Well, and you think that she probably would have liked it. Like, her attitude should have been like, sweet.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
The guy on the phone for a second date update today met the girl that he wants to call at every horny bachelor's favorite hunting ground.
Uh-oh.
A wedding. That's right.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Me neither.
Where they love to go troll for ladies. His name is Ryan. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up, you horny bachelor?
Guilty as charged.
Oh my God. I love how all your dudes are on the same page on this one, and I'm just learning this.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that the best place to meet a girl is definitely at a wedding.
Yeah. So tell us about the girl that you want to call today, and when did you pounce during the wedding?
Well, her name is Rose. We were both in the party, so she was one of the bridesmaids. I was a groomsman.
Mm.
She caught my eye, so, we walked down the aisle together, so we had a lot of time to chit-chat.
Oh, was she actually the person that you were paired up with?
It was, yeah. So we were arm in arm. We
man.
had to stand there waiting and all that.
That's
Good
like
for you.
destiny.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the reason why is because we were the only two single people, so they put us together.
Oh.
That
So it
makes
was-
sense.
It was less fate and them
Yeah.
being like, well, you two losers don't have anybody. You can walk down the aisle together.
Yeah, so we had a few drinks at the reception. Everybody was getting loose. Everybody was dancing. I was joking around, and, I thought she was cute. I was going to ask her out, so it was a wedding. I decided to get down on one knee. And,
Nice.
No, you didn't. In the middle of the reception?
yeah, I mean, it was a good time. Everybody was joking around, so I got down on one knee, and I proposed a date to her. And
did she cry?
She didn't cry. I could tell she was a little embarrassed by it, and she's like, "Get up, you idiot!" Like, she's got a really cool, dry sense of humor, really sarcastic, which I find that attractive.
And I'm assuming she said yes since you're doing a second date update now.
Yeah, she said yes, so I was stoked about it. It seemed like a good match.
Awesome. What'd you guys do on your date?
We went out to a sushi spot that I really like, and it was great. I guess the only one thing that I'm going back and I'm thinking, like, what did I do? Did I say something stupid? And there was a part where I don't know how we landed on this topic of conversation, but we started talking about underwear, and I basically just told her, I was like, I personally don't believe in underwear. I just...
Whoa.
You don't
Wait.
you don't believe in it like you don't think that it's an actual thing? Because I can tell you it exists.
No, I know it's an actual thing. I got that, but I just think it's unnecessary. I think it's the most uncomfortable thing that man has invented.
Okay.
It's just no need. Why do you have to wear underwear?
So
Who knew that underwear was a belief system? I didn't know that until now. Yeah.
You're pretty passionate about going commando, it sounds like.
I just don't feel the need to wear underwear. Why am I going to restrict myself? It's not like I'm wearing see-through pants or something. Like, what's the big deal?
Okay.
So did you take that as like you trying to imply like, hey, lady, take your panties off?
That's what I'm sort of wondering and I'm worried about, which is not at all what I was saying. I wasn't trying to be creepy, but now looking back on it, I'm like, I don't know if you thought I was like making a comment on my manhood or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see how that could look like you're whispering across the table, like, I'm not wearing any underwear. Just giving her a tip on what's going on.
Give her a wink.
Yeah. I could see how that could be a little weird. Did she act strange after that?
You know, there was like probably a couple minutes of just sort of awkward, like, okay, now I got to get the conversation back on track. But after that, everything seemed to be cool. You know, that was like 3/4 of the way through the date. So I would say the last quarter was like smooth sailing.
Okay. How did it all end?
Well, I walked her out to her car. Again, I wanted to be a gentleman, and I felt like the vibe was go in for a kiss, and I did, and she sort of backed away, and then she apologized. She said, "I'm so sorry. I feel like my breath smells," because we were eating fish, so she obviously sushi. So she was like, "I feel like my breath smells like fish, and I don't feel comfortable kissing you with my breath smelling like this." I said, "Oh, I don't mind," because obviously I had sushi too, and she was like, "No, I'm not into that. I'm sorry."
Do you feel like
I think
she
it's an
legit
excuse.
thought her breath smelled like fish, or you feel like it was an excuse?
I'd like to think that it was legit, but now without hearing from her, I'm like, maybe that was an excuse.
Yeah, because if you're both eating the same thing, it doesn't matter.
That's what I think. Like, I've had onions before, and I've been out on dates with girls who've had onions or garlic or whatever. Like, it's always that sort of thing. It's like, it doesn't really matter, you know?
So have you tried to get a hold of her?
Yeah, you know, I dropped her a text later that night, and I said it was really great hanging out with you. Let's do it again. And I didn't hear from her that night. Like, the next day, the middle of the afternoon, she was like, "Yeah, that was a lot of fun." But then, like, I sent her another text trying to set something up, and I got sort of like a non-committal response, like, "Yeah, maybe so. Hit me up later in the week."
And did you hit her up after that?
I did, and then I didn't hear anything. So,
And you sound like such a lovely date from your description.
Well, except for the underwear thing. Sounds like a good date.
See, I don't know. I don't think that's too bad of a, like, that's not a put off to me. That's a little But I dated a guy who went commando all the time, and I kind of, like, had a thing for it. I don't know.
I mean, maybe you and I should go out, Brooke. Maybe that's
No, that's not what I'm saying.
All right, man. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and I'm going to support you on this one 100%. During the song, I'm going to go take my underwear off and do this commando with you. All right? We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, I appreciate that.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Ryan is on the phone with us. And Ryan, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's that?
And hopefully this isn't going to come off as creepy as it did on your date, but are you wearing underwear?
Oh.
He finally got
waiting,
uncomfortable
waiting
about
for
it.
the answer,
Yeah.
Ryan.
I mean, I told you who I am. You know who I am.
I think the answer is no. Like I said, if you're just joining us, Ryan told us about his first date with a girl named Rose. He said the only thing that went weird was somehow they got on the subject of underwear, and Ryan says that he doesn't believe in underwear and shared that with her on a first date. He thinks that might have come off a little creepy to be focusing on his hatred for underwear during the date. But other than that, he says everything seemed fine. She's not calling him back, though, and it's been a little while. So we're about to get her on the phone and see what went wrong.
And you guys met, you were in a wedding party for mutual friends. Did you find out from the newlyweds if, she had said anything to them about how your guys' date went?
I mean, I asked, but they said no, she hasn't mentioned anything. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out. It's just confusing because she seemed to have a good time. I had a good time. So
All right, I'm going to call her right now, okay?
Cool.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Rose there?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Rose, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
Is there a reason why you're calling me?
There is. We actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Okay, an email about me?
Mm-hmm. It's a guy you went out on a date with.
Really?
Yeah. His name is Ryan, and I'm sure you remember Ryan. He says you guys met at a friend's wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he emailed us and told us a little bit about your date, but he also told us that you're not calling him back. So he asked if we could find out why you don't want to see him.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
He sounded really excited about you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Did you not like going out with him?
I mean, I don't know if this is going to go anywhere.
And why is that? Can you tell us?
Oh my God, this is kind of awkward.
I can tell you what he told us.
Okay.
So he said that you guys met at the wedding and had fun and then went to go get sushi.
Yeah.
He said there was one awkward moment during your date, and he thinks that might be the reason you're not calling him back.
Did he tell you what that was?
Yeah. He said that he went into a little thing about how he doesn't believe in underwear and how he doesn't like underwear and it's constricting and all that. And
Yep.
he says he thought that might have weirded you out.
Yep. Yeah, that happened. I mean, that was a lot of information on a first date.
Was that the pivot point that turned you off from him?
Well, he didn't even really need to tell me that part.
About the underwear?
Yeah. You know, he was wearing shorts. And I noticed at one point when I got up to go to the bathroom that he may have been revealing a little too much in the shorts.
Wait, what do you mean? Be specific. I need specific.
I think I know.
Yeah, I think I do too.
I think you guys know.
Like, he was kind of hanging out for the world to see?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure, but then he started talking about how he doesn't believe in underwear, and I thought, no, I was 100% right, I guess.
I can tell.
Yeah. All right, so maybe he should have been wearing underwear.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So wait, do you think it was an accident, or was he like putting it on display for you?
Oh God, I don't know. I mean,
Accident.
I hope it was an accident too. It was just a lot of information at once. So.
A lot of information. You should have reached across the table and tucked it back in for him.
Oh God.
Is that if you guys were wearing shorts, would that be an easy mistake to make?
If you sit down, you never know. I mean, yeah, like I feel like the shorts must have been pretty small.
You must have not adjusted.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to hear this.
Do you think it was an accident?
I don't know, but to be honest, I don't really care. I don't know if I want to know.
I don't feel like that's fair. I mean, if you had a nip slip and nobody told you about it, like it's not something that you should get blamed for.
But it's different. I mean, what if I was doing it on purpose and I didn't care and it was just out there?
Yeah.
So, I know how we can find out if he knew that he was sort of dangling about.
Like I said before, I really don't care at this point.
Well, I think Ryan cares, and he's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
What are you talking about?
I mean that Ryan's been listening to this conversation, and he wants to talk to you.
What?
All right, in my defense, I had absolutely no idea that I was exposing myself to you.
You flasher, you.
Honestly, I'm being absolutely sincere here. Like, I apologize. That is not at all. I wasn't trying to do like a 1-2 punch of, hey, maybe look at this, and oh, I don't like underwear. Like, I swear to you, I had no idea that I was hanging out.
Okay.
No,
I mean,
I'm being serious. It sounds like I'm joking, but I'm absolutely dead serious. I did not know that it was happening, nor would I have, done anything like that. So if I made you feel uncomfortable, I sincerely apologize.
I'm just wondering, why you brought it up at that point then. It's a strange thing to bring up on a first date.
It is, but the conversation sort of went there, and I wasn't trying to necessarily steer it there. And then it was like, we sort of landed on that topic. And the fact that you saw that right beforehand is absolutely a coincidence. It's an unfortunate coincidence.
An unfortunate coincidence.
Did you not feel a breeze or anything?
It's not like I was engineering the date to be all about my junk. You seeing it, me talking about it, like, sincerely.
But you feel like if you're a guy who goes commando, you think you'd be super careful in shorts if that's a likelihood of happening.
Exactly.
I'm usually careful, but maybe I had a napkin in my lap, so maybe I thought, like, if anything was popping out, like, I don't know. Like, that's never told me about this before. So if I have been exposing myself inadvertently, I feel terrible about that.
Yeah. Now you have something to be aware of.
I mean, if I've gone home for the holidays or something, and I'm sitting here, like, with my junk hanging out, I didn't know it, so...
Well, now you know. So, yeah.
I mean, look, again, I cannot apologize profusely enough. I mean, I had a great time with you, and I hope that, I mean, you seem to have you do have a really great sense of humor, and I hope maybe you can just sort of understand that this was absolutely inadvertent and not in any way some sort of pervy, sleazy thing that I was trying to pull on you. So I would love to take you out again, and I will promise to wear underwear on our next date.
That was so hard for him, Rose.
Rose.
Do you know what he's doing for you right now?
Would you like to go out with Ryan on a second date? We will pay for it, and we'll pay for his underwear, too, if you give him one more shot.
You know, at this point, I mean, it's a very heartfelt message, but I'm skeptical. I don't know.
Come on, Rose. You guys were in the same wedding for two of your best friends. Like, do you think that your friend's going to be marrying some sleazeball who would have a friend who would expose himself? Like, there's got to be some trust circle there, right?
Well,
yeah, I have references. If you need references, I have references.
That's a good point. I don't know. It's just, is underwear never an option, or it's a lot?
I will say this. If I'm wearing shorts, it's something that in the future I will definitely take into consideration and wear, you know? I just need to suck it up and put on some boxer briefs or something. You know?
Yeah. Just be uncomfortable for a little while. It's just a couple hours, you know?
Before you get arrested.
Terribly uncomfortable to me. But yeah, I mean, I would do that.
Rose, what do you think? One more shot?
Come on.
One day.
If underwear is provided, I will go on a second date with you.
Hey, there you go. Congratulations, Ryan.
Thank you. I mean, Rose, that's awesome. And I think I have a pair of underwear somewhere around my house that I can scrounge up.
All right, well.
I mean, and I promise you, like, if I do not have them, I will buy them. I'll buy a 3-pack. So, I mean, there we go.
If you don't have a pair, Ryan, I'll send you a pair of mine. We can share.
Oh, lovely.
Okay?
Thank you.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.